comedy might just be the key to smashing sales. So what's got me thinking that today is I was reviewing or thinking over my sales calls that I've done earlier in the year and those that I've done more recently. So I took a significant break whilst training a team that I personally wasn't running or doing many sales calls. And my first week back, close rates were like half of what I'm used to. And I was a bit like, what? Like, don't get me wrong, still pretty decent, but not the stellar results I'm used to. And I was a bit like, why? Wonder what I'm doing differently. So calls were taking a little longer because I was giving them the opportunity. I was really making sure I wanted to come back in and be like, I need them to feel heard. I want to go through the framework. I want to pre-frame them. I was using all my sales techniques. And the biggest thing I noticed is that I just wasn't being funny. And like, for those of you who know me, I'm bloody hilarious. Even if I make myself laugh most of the time. Like, just to give you a context as to how funny I actually am, I wake myself up laughing. And then Millie, my partner, will wake me up and be like, what's so funny? And I'm like, shh, you're ruining it. Which is hilarious. And so, anyway, today, I really made a conscious effort to return back to my usual jovial, funny demeanour. And hey, it's a small N, I only took 3 calls today, but took 1 payment in the call, another one has just closed now, and another person they're moving some stuff around and they've confirmed that they've moved their other commitments around to make time for it, they're paying over the weekend. So, not counting any eggs till they've hatched, or chicks till they've hatched, whatever you want to call it. But I'm like 90% confident that one's closed. So we're looking at 100% close rate for today, which, that ain't bad, right? And yeah, could just be a lucky day, who knows? Then also, I've just noticed with that relaxed demeanour, I'm then just thinking more clearly as well, and I'm able to answer people's questions more directly. And what's funny is having that laughter, bringing that jovial nature into the call, when you have to have a serious conversation and you drop the tone and the intonation and you step forward and you're like, right, I'm just gonna tell it to you straight. It's like, I'm on your side, right? We've had a great time so far, but like, if you stay where you're at right now, you're gonna fail. And then you come back out and you have a big laugh like, but this is what's going on, blah, 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 and then you bring it back up. And having that comedy, I think, allows you to really hammer in hard and get serious when you focus. You bring the intonation and you pause. Because it actually puts gravitas around what you're saying, whereas if you're serious all the time, the high isn't so high, so the low, relatively, doesn't feel so low. So that's my tip for you. If you're naturally funny, brilliant. Bring it into a call and see how it changes. Note for me, for my future self, if I ever become a boring person again, just have a good time. All right, that's it. Peace out.